Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here today for Gentle Yoga's variant form, chair yoga. Today, we're going to have a gentle practice that incorporates the use of a chair as a prop, as well as our other typical yoga props that we use, which would be a mat. If you have a mat, be sure and have the yoga mat with you. If not, you can use a beach towel or the rug within your room. If your surface of your floor is hard surfaced, you'd want to have a beach towel or a yoga mat. And you'd also want to have a area rug perhaps to secure the chair so it doesn't slip on you. So those are the basic things. Then if you have additionally a block, which could be a really thick book as an alternative, and it can also be a yoga strap as well for use. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can always use the strap from a robe or an old necktie that you don't use anymore. So all of those are good, and I'm going to pass the strap off to Kathy. Kathy is starting in our first position today. Before we even start, I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of Henrico Recreation and Parks, and also say that this form of yoga is beneficial to all people. It doesn't matter if you're physically fit. It doesn't matter if you're deconditioned due to injury or any other type of manner in which you come to our practice today. It will benefit you. I'll be giving a lot of different alternatives for you in the movements, and work with what your body tells you feels best today. So with that thought, I'm going to join Kathy, and we'll begin our practice with our feet on the back of the chair today. So having a seat in front of the chair with the seat facing you, you'll bring your feet up onto the chair. If your feet can touch the back of the chair itself, great. If not, great. Reach down, and if you feel the leg of the chair near your bottom, that's really nice. Now, if your bottom's not close, that's okay too. Remember, we're very flexible in this. Mentally as well as physically, we're working in that direction. So as we begin our practice today, first just shift around a little bit so you feel your lower back relax against the mat. And allow yourself to notice, is my nose the highest point of my face? If my chin is sticking upward, just draw the chin down towards your chest, float your shoulders down towards the mat and the floor, and then just relax them. Shut your eyes or close them halfway, whichever is more comfortable for you, and allow yourself to just start to relax each time you inhale and exhale. Now focus on the breath as you begin today, and allow the breath to take your focus inward. As you breathe in and out, just let the breath be a natural breath, and that just means your inhale and your exhale, it's wherever it is today. You're not trying to make it longer or shorter. Notice how the body rises to meet the breath, and then when it exhales, it's almost as if it's settling and allowing the tension to flow away. Especially allow your shoulders to relax. And then bring your attention to the busy thoughts in your mind. In yoga, we always call that monkey mind because our minds are very agile, like monkeys jumping around from tree to tree, always active. So here, allow yourself to acknowledge one of those thoughts, maybe as you inhale. And then as you exhale, allow that thought to float away with the exhalation. Good. As you breathe in and out, and your mind starts to settle, then just check in with the state of you. Look for places that need special nurturing, maybe old injuries, maybe areas that just need your attention. Now take care to honor those areas. And know that we have a strong side of the body and we also have a flexible side of the body. And the nature of yoga is to work towards balancing those two sides. Good. Now as you start to feel settled, let's slowly open our eyes. Good. And as we do that, let's stretch our right leg up to the sky. So we stretch the right leg up. Good. The left leg stays on the mat. Let's slide our hands up. Now come up as high as possible for you. Good. Take a big inhale here, and then exhale, draw the toes down towards your body. So you're flexing your foot. Good. Good. Then inhale, just straighten your toe up towards the sky, and then exhale, draw the heel to be the highest point again. Now, if your hands won't come up so high, you can always put your hands right here on the back of your thigh. So all of those places are good, here and here, however high you want to come. But here you want to keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Very nice. So circle your ankle. If things pop, that's okay. Good, and then reverse. Good, and then center back out and hold. And then exhale, lift your nose up towards your knee. Now, whether you touch or not makes no difference. It's just lifting your chin towards your chest. Very nice. Now, relax the head back down and take the foot that's in the air and cross it on top of the other leg. Now, take the hand on that side and push against the inner thigh. Take your other arm and just relax it out from the shoulder like half of a letter T. So reaching out towards the side wall. Good. So here you're waking up the inner thigh. Now the foot that's crossed, and that's your right foot, you can draw the toes back towards the knee. Spread your toes apart. Widen your toes as far apart as they will go, and then wiggle them. Excellent. Good, and then just let them relax. See if you can feel the air in between your toes. Excellent. Now release a little bit of the press into the bent leg. Take the hand and put it behind the knee. Then take your other hand and hold your ankle. Good, so reach up and hold each side. So you might have to get in position. Good. You might put your strap around your ankle and hold the strap. That's it. Make a little loop. Put it around your ankle. Yep. Good, and then just put your hand on the strap close to the ankle. There you go. Excellent. Now take a big inhale, and then lift your shoulders up off the mat and draw the leg towards your chest at the same time. Yes. Beautiful. And put your right hand behind your knee. Good. Excellent. Very, very, very nice. Now, relax your shoulders back down, but stay there. Take your right hand up and hold that strap or hold your ankle and open the leg out to the side. Flex your foot so your foot's over your knee. Take a look and see if it's there. Nice pedicure. Hey, I got one too. You know, in yoga, your toes have to look good. Excellent. Very nice. So this is half of happy baby pose. Good. So in happy baby, you're opening up the hips. So where you should feel the most sensation is where the large thigh bone, the femur, joins into your pelvis. Very, very, very nice. So stretch that leg back up to the sky, let go of it, and allow it to come back down to the chair. Excellent. So just shift a little bit so you make sure you feel settled on the mat or on your rug at home. And let's lift the left leg up to the sky. If you're using your strap, you know you've got to shift sides in a moment. So just work with it a little bit so that you can be in position. So here, start with the leg up. Good, and here, push the back of your knee towards the back of the seat of the chair. Good, then bring your hands. Remember, they can be on the back of your thigh. They can be up higher. Good, you can even put the strap on your foot if you like. All of those are places that you can be. But here, keep your shoulder blades on the mat. So here, you should feel a lot of sensation up the back of the leg. Good, take a big inhale, and then exhale, lift your shoulders off the mat and come towards your knee. Oh yeah. Very, very nice. Now allow your shoulders to come back down. Good. One more time. We exhale, come up taller. Beautiful. And flow back down. Now, foot in the air, cross on top. Good. You can put the strap around your ankle if you like. Take your left hand, place it on your inner thigh. Good, and press the inner thigh towards the chair with your left hand. Good, remember you can hold that ankle if you like. If your foot will stay there and your ankle will stay there, you can place your hand on your hip. That's a good place to be. All of those are good places. Good, and you could also reach your arm out like half of the letter T. Now, if you touch a family member, that's okay. Good, so notice the differences in what you're feeling from this side of the body to the other. Is this your flexible side? Usually your dominant side is your strong side. The muscles, we use them all the time and they become more contracted. Excellent. Now inhale, lift your head up, look at your foot, place your hand on your ankle or hold the strap, whichever one. Take your opposite hand, your left hand, place it behind your knee. Good, and exhale the leg towards your chest. Good, so lift up. Good. Good, now keep the leg where it is, lower your shoulders. Good, and draw the leg in a little closer to your body. Good, and then one more time, exhale up towards the leg. Very, very, very nice. And release. Good, let the leg come back. Good. Pause there. Good, now slide your hand down to the ankle and open the leg out to the side in half of happy baby pose. Remember, you can use the strap. You can put your hand behind your thigh, or you can hold the ankle. You can even hold the foot, whichever one works for you. Remember, if that's uncomfortable, you can still keep the leg right there. Good, but think in terms of having your foot over your knee. You can come back out like the letter T, or you can have your hand on your hip. All of those are good. Keep breathing, nice, deep, steady breath. Again, notice where you're feeling the most sensation. And maybe you collect it on an inhale and exhale it away. Very, very, very nice. Good, now relax your thigh just a little bit. And maybe the leg goes a little bit deeper, like you're sitting in a chair. Half of happy baby pose. Very nice. Now release down. Excellent. Bring the foot and the leg to the chair and remove your strap. Now here, open your knees up wide and push the soles of your feet together so that just the heels and the lower part of your leg is on the chair. So take a peek over here if you're not sure. Excellent. Good, and place both hands on your inner thighs. Good, and just slide your hands up so your arms are a little bit longer. Good, keep the sole of your foot and all 10 toes touching. Press your lower back into the mat. Good, as you do that, good, this is cobbler's pose, or bound angle pose, or butterfly pose. All three are the same, and this one's just a different variation for the chair. In yoga, it's called Baddha Konasana, which means bound angle, and we always call it butterfly. Excellent. Now lift your head, look at your feet. Good, and maybe you reach down and hold your ankles. Or maybe you keep your feet on the chair. Then lay your head back down. Good, just a little shift side to side, even if your feet are on the chair. It's just a little movement. Good, and then come to steady. Good, if the feet are on the chair, or if you're holding your ankles, let go, put your feet back, and then draw your knees together. So we're going to roll to the side and help ourselves to seated position so that we can use the chair in a seated position now. So we're going to go ahead and change positions. So we're each going to roll to the side. And as we do that, we'll come upright. Good, and sorry folks, there's no graceful way to do it. So, Kathy, you're going to face me. Good. And you're going to bring the front of your chair towards you. So I'm going to take my chair and turn it this way. You'll put the back of your chair against mine. Good. So let's keep the chairs back. Good. Perfect. Keep it on. It's okay for it to be on the mat. In fact, you want it to be there. And so then you're going to open your legs wide on both sides of the chair. So do you have to move around a little bit? Yes. That's part of the fun. Makes it interesting. So once we sit down, now your legs might be touching the legs of the chair, but if you're able, open your legs wider. Good, more towards the corners of your mat. Now the first thing we're going to do is just reach to the top of the chair and hold those two little rungs on the back of the seat. Now if your chair doesn't have that, you can just slide your hands however back as far towards the back of the chair as works. Now glance down at your feet and your knees. Make sure your kneecap and your toes are pointing up. Beautiful. Now we sit up nice and tall. Good, and drop your tailbone down into the mat. So if it feels like your lower back is arched, when you push your tailbone down, it straightens it out a little bit. Then lift through the front of your body like you're zipping up your winter coat. Good, take a big inhale and hinge forward. Hinge just means your back is not rounded. Good, look at the top of the back of the chair or the middle of the back of the seat. Either of those are good. Good, so legs wide pose. Pasarda Padottanasana in Sanskrit, and that just means legs wide pose. Good. Now take a big inhale, shift back a little bit away from the chair, and then exhale. This time come forward like you're going to touch your chest to the seat of the chair, and maybe you literally draw yourself towards the back of the chair with your hands. Now notice what you're feeling in your hips, and you're going to notice a little sensation there. So perhaps you shift a little bit to allow your hips to open up a little bit more. You know, your pelvis is in two halves, and that helps it settle evenly on both sides. Excellent. Very, very nice. Now point your toes away from your body and sit up a little taller. Push the backs of your knees down into the mat. Oh, yes. Very, very, very nice. Keep breathing. And then flex your toes. Draw your feet back in towards your body. Excellent. Now inhale and kind of shift away from the chair again. Let go of that grip. Now we're going to do another pose. And what you're going to do is take your front foot, Kathy, and we're going to slide it in so that it's kind of around and behind the leg of the chair. So bring the foot in a little bit more towards your body. There you go. Perfect. Now take your back hand, that's your right hand, and place it on the back of the chair in the middle. Good, perfect. Now take the front arm, lift it up to the sky, and bring it to the floor behind your body. Good, push it into the floor, fingertips away from your body, and look over your shoulder if possible. Good. Now remember, you bring that leg in however bent your body allows you to be, which is good. And just listen to your body in all of these poses. Excellent. So a little rotational pose. Very, very, very nice. And then we flow back to the center. Good. Now, take the back hand and put it on the shin bone of your extended leg. Now, you keep your legs the way they are. I'm just going to shift mine for illustrative purposes. Place your hand on the shin bone. Good. Now, sitting up nice and tall, just reach up with your other arm. Good. Excellent. Now, take that arm, touch your shoulder. Take a big inhale and bring that shoulder back and look in the direction of your elbow. Good. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can leave your hand there or you can reach out. Either one is good. Very nice. Now, the hand that's in the air, put it on the floor behind you. Lift up the hand on your shin bone. Put it on the chair. Good. In the direction of the bent knee. And take a big inhale and rotate and look over your shoulder in the opposite direction. Very nice. Now let's come back to the center. Good, and just change your leg that's bent. So go ahead and straighten your front leg. Excellent, and bend your back leg. Beautiful. Good, now as we do that, again, we start out nice and tall. Good, hand on the floor behind you. Let's lift up the arm on the bent leg side, the arm on the bent leg side. Good, the other arm is on your chair. Take a big inhale and rotate towards the bent knee. Good, and I'm changing directions just for illustrative purposes. Good, look over your shoulder. Great. Remember, whether you move a micrometer or you go into a full expression of a pose, it's where you need to be today. Wherever you are, the benefit is identical because you're moving with intention. You're trying, and that makes the effort worthwhile and beneficial. Very, very nice. Now come back towards the chair. Good. Now put your hand on the straight leg, shin bone. Good. Lift up with your opposite arm. Good. You're going to turn towards the bent knee. Hand on the floor behind you. Good. Now first turn towards it and reach up to the sky with that hand on the bent knee side. Good. Touch your shoulder. Float your elbow back. Look in the direction of your elbow. And if you like, reach out with that arm. Good. Be very tall. Lift your heart. Lift your chest. Very nice. Now hand comes to the mat. Good. Let's bring both feet together under the chair. Good. So just bend the other leg in. And remember, if they touch, great. If they don't, great. Good. Now just have them in that position. Bring your other hands. Bring your hands to the mat behind you. Turn your fingertips towards your body and lean back on your hands. Lift your sternum up towards the sky and look up. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in back. Good. So this is a variation of fish pose, Matsyasana, fish. I always call them fountain poses because I imagine the fish with the fountain water coming up out of its mouth. Very, very nice. Now come back up off your fingertips. Good. Now, lift up your chair a little bit. Just turn it to the side perhaps and just bring your legs out straight. No worries. Never apologize in the middle of a practice. You're just getting where you need to be. We all take our time. All right, so reach through and clasp the back of the chair again. Good. We can touch feet. Good. Good. Now hold your chair. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. Draw yourself closer to the chair. Good. So another variation of that seated forward fold. Good. So still keeping your feet detached. Good. And remember, if you don't have a partner, no worries. Just bring the hands to the mat behind you. Good. And again, just lean your shoulder back, lift your chest, relax your head back if you have no issues with your neck. If you do, just look up towards the sky. Good. So think of having an arch in your lower back and in your chest so that your back is making kind of a half moon shape. Now, depending on your flexibility, you may find that you can come down onto your elbows, but that's perfectly depending on how each person is. Benefits the same if you're right here. It's all good. Excellent. So let's come back upright, and we're getting ready for our finishing pose today. So as we finish today, just draw your legs back and just let your legs be comfortable. If your legs are comfortable where they are, leave them there. If you want to cross them, feel free to do that. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Now what we're going to do is put both arms on the seat of the chair, and we're going to lean forward and put our forehead on top of the stacked arms. Good. Very, very nice. So as we're right here, just for a moment, inhale and exhale. Good, and allow your lower back to get a little bit of a rounded out nature to it, a little bit of a curl. As you're breathing in and out, again, just bringing your focus to your breath and touch base again with yourself. Notice how you feel, where you feel, and just be in this moment. as you breathe in and out, just give yourself a moment to have solitude and quiet. As you lean forward, just find that spot that allows you to be present. Take the time to be beautiful. It only takes a moment longer to do it right. When you rush, you lose your place in your mind, your balance totters, and your purpose dissipates. Take time to see the beauty around you. Take time to see the order, the existing plan, the architecture of the place. Take time to see the balance, the imbalance, the light, the shade, the full places about to be emptied, and the empty places about to be filled. Take time to see the difference, the contrast, the supporters, and the antagonists. Take time to see how you fit in. Take time to find the right path, the course of passion, and the highest good. Take time to find your place and know before you do that it's always changing. Know that you have to be changing to fit in harmoniously. Take time to know the intent of others, to understand the direction of the wind, the ebb of the tides, and the emerging cloud faces. Take time to see beauty. Take time to know your response. Take time to be beautiful. The beauty that escapes you leaves a hungry soul behind. I appreciate the natural goodness of the human spirit. I realize how easily flowers fade. I accept that life is fleeting and know how all of this beauty can slip away if I do not take the time to notice. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes and start to reconnect. Good, perhaps you yawn and make funny faces. Maybe you stretch a little bit in your lower back. Good, and then roll back upright slowly and open your eyes. And then we just get ready to seal our practice. So wherever we are, just inhale, breathe up to the sky, and bring the hands together at our heart, and we seal today's practice. The light that shines from within each of us present today, it's that little light that makes us unique, that makes us who we are. We share that uniqueness. We share of ourselves every day and in our yoga as well. Thank you for letting me lead your practice today. Namaste.